welcome back to my channel. Gosh, I haven't done a YouTube video in ages. Excuse the sound, I have got some music on in the background just because I feel like I sound really strange. So yeah, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a half expensive, half affordable makeup look. So yeah, if you like that sort of thing, then welcome to it. That did not make any sense at all, but yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing today. So without further ado, I hope everyone is okay and staying safe, and let's get into the video. Okay, so I'm going to start off with primer first. So I have already done my skincare. So for my skincare, I started off using my Dior One Essentials Skin Boosting Super Serum. I absolutely love this, it's amazing. It clears my skin right up when I'm feeling a bit groggy. And then I use my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. So jumping straight into primer, I'm going to take the Too Faced Magic Hangover on one side. I really love this primer, it's so good and hydrating. I think it's got, yeah, coconut water in it, and this is a super size one, the bigger the better. So I'm just gonna pop that on this side. So we'll do expensive versus more affordable on this side. Oh, it feels so good, like it just feels so hydrating. It's more like a lotion, which is what I really like in a primer, just because they feel more hydrating. And so on the other side, the more affordable, I'm going to take the Revolution Hydrate Primer, just because this feels so similar, and I haven't really managed to find one as similar. It is very liquidy, so you've got to sort of work quick, but again, it is like a lotion, and again, it's so hydrating. It literally feels exactly the same as the Too Faced primer. So if you are looking for a cheaper alternative, so if I just bring you forward, this is the Revolution one, and then this is the Too Faced one. So, and then for me, I like a little bit of glow on my skin. So for the more expensive side, I'm taking the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter in the shade number 3, if I can bloody open it. My hands are like covered in hydrating primer, so now I can't actually open it. Okay. So now that I've actually managed to open it, so this is in shade 3, and what I like to do is I like to just take some of this on my cheekbone and just all over pretty much. I always say, oh yeah, I'm gonna go quite light with this, and then it ends up just going crazy. So I like to blend this out with a brush. You can also use your fingers, it doesn't really matter too much. But yeah, I just like it because it gives a really lovely glow, and what I like about it is you can see it underneath the foundation as well. So for the cheaper side, now it's not exactly the same product because the Charlotte Tilbury one is a primer, but I like to take the Revolution Liquid Highlighter Drops and pop that on this side as a good alternative. So it comes out again like a champagne colour, and I just pop that on like so. I think I've put a little bit too much, but oh well. So that is the side of the Revolution one, and that is the Charlotte Tilbury one. Not much difference at all. In fact, the Revolution one seems to give a lot more of a glow. So for foundation, I'm going to go with my absolute favourite Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless. So this foundation, do you know what, I wouldn't say it finishes matte. would say it finishes sort of like a semi-matte. I'm just going to take that on my beauty blender. I'm just going to pop it on this side. I honestly love this foundation. The coverage is unreal and it just makes my skin look so flawless already. So I absolutely love it. I think this foundation is, I think it was £34. So I mean, it's not exactly cheap. I mean, it's not too expensive, but I mean, for me, that's sort of the normal price I would pay for a foundation. So that's what that side looks like. It just looks completely flawless, completely airbrushed. So yeah, that is why I love that. And then on the cheaper side, I'm going for the Rimmel Match Perfection foundation, and this has got SPF 20 in it, which is always amazing. So I'm just going to take a different beauty blender for this side of the face. So I'm just going to take that on a beauty blender as well. And this foundation retails for, I think, about £8. So it's a lot cheaper than the Charlotte Tilbury one. I think Rimmel foundations are such a good value for money. If you are looking for a cheaper foundation, they've definitely got so many nice ones. So that is what my skin looks like. So this is the more affordable side, and then this is the more expensive side so far. What do we think? I personally can't see any difference at all at the moment. Next up, I'm going to do concealer, and I've got Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Infinite Concealer, and I've got the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. So we'll be matching them up and see which one's better. So for my concealer, I like to just take a little few dots underneath my eye, like so. So that's where I like to, the main area I like to conceal. And then if I've got any spots or blemishes, then I like to conceal them as well. So first I'm taking my grey blender for the more expensive side, and I'm just going to blend that out. I do really like the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, although I do find I get quite dry under eyes. So I find that it does really dry, it makes my under eyes look quite dry. So that's why the Revolution one is always a nice alternative. So that is the Tarte Shape Tape blended out. It really has brightened my under eye. I don't look tired, which I seem to always look tired no matter how much sleep I get. So, and then I'm just going to take the pink one to blend out the Revolution one, just so that it is a fair test. I think the Tarte Shape Tape, I think it was, I mean, I got it in America, so it was in dollars, but I think you can get it on QVC in the UK for about £25, so quite a pricey concealer, especially compared to the Revolution ones, which are, I think they're about £8. So this is what it looks like if I just bring you forward so you can see up close. So that is the concealers. Personally, I think don't waste your money and go for the slightly cheaper one. I know obviously you can see a little bit of difference, especially here. You can't really see that on this eye with the Tarte Shape Tape, but I think if you just go in and add another layer of the Revolution one, I think that will cover that straight up. But yeah, so I always seem to wear different headbands, and I bought this one in Primark when it was open, obviously, and it just really reminded me of like Christmas vibes. So I was like, yes, let me get it, because I love a good hairband, especially now that I've got a fringe. I find it really difficult to do my makeup when I've got like a full fringe in my face, so I always like my hair out of my face when I'm doing my makeup. Next up is bronzer. So on this side we've got the all-time classic Benefit Hoola bronzer. This is the super size one because I absolutely loved it and I saw it in America and I was like, oh my god, I need it. So this is the super size one, and then on this side I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution Glow bronzer. So this is the Splendor Ultra Matte bronzer in the shade Light. So that's what that looks like. Now I promise Makeup Revolution have not sponsored this video, it just seems to be that they've got a lot of good alternatives to expensive items. So I'm just going to take this on my Real Techniques, what brush is this? Point XL. Loads of people seem to really like this brush. And I'm just going to go in where some of them hit. So just in these areas here. And take a bit underneath my jaw. Like so. So that is the Benefit Hoola bronzer. I'm going to take the Revolution bronzer on this side. First off, you get an insane amount of product in here. So you get 15.5 grams of bronzer. That is insane. So just dab it off. Just taking it in the same area. It is very pigmented, as you can see. And this is apparently the lightest shade they have. This is the shade Light. And I was like, yeah, so the only thing with this one is it does take a little bit more blending out. I think it could be the brush though. So that is the Makeup Revolution side, and that is the Benefit Hoola. Personally, I love Hoola. It's great because it's got no orange pigment, like it just looks bronzed. However, you get a lot more for your money with a Makeup Revolution one. So next up we have highlighter. So on this side I'm taking my Ofra highlighter in the shade Soho, and then on this side I'm taking yet another Revolution product, and this is the highlighter Reloaded in the shade Raise the Bar. Oh, I forgot how stunning this highlighter is. A little goes such a long way with this, like gives me life. And then I just like to highlight above my eyebrow as well. On the other side, I'm going to take the Revolution highlighter and I'm just going to take it on a brush like this and just, ooh, stunning. So I'm sorry, but the Revolution products pretty much speak for themselves. Like, I think this was about £5. Not even gonna lie, £5. I'm sorry, what? Look at that glow. So once again, I would probably say save your money and get the Revolution one. Don't get me wrong, the Ofra one is absolutely gorgeous, and if you have got that bit more money and you like a bit more luxurious, that doesn't even make sense. If you like the more luxurious products, then yeah, sure, go for the Ofra one. But if you're on a bit of a budget, the Revolution one is stunning. So next up is probably, it used to be one of my least favourites, I would say, because I never really used to wear blush. Oh, I've just given it away. So yeah, so the next one is blush. So for the more, I literally just dropped it down my top. So the more expensive one, we're going with the Charlotte Tilbury Cheek to Chic Swish and Glow blusher in the shade Pillow Talk. This is what it looks like. It's absolutely stunning. Oh, I love it. And then for the more affordable side, we are going with the Milani blush in the shade Berry Amore. Berry and More, shade number 3, if that helps anyone. So yeah, and that's a baked blush. So without further ado, to the Charlotte Tilbury blush. So I think with this you're supposed to go around the outside and then pop it in the middle. And do you know what, before I tried this I never liked blushes. Like, I just thought, oh, my cheeks are red enough as it is, I really don't need an extra blush on there, I'm gonna look like a clown. But this blush is just absolutely breathtaking. It's just stunning. Like, it is quite expensive at, I think it was £35. And I did this in my testing Charlotte Tilbury products, which you can view on my channel. I will leave a link in the description box below. But yeah, so it is a stunning blusher. It's so pretty. It has got the really pretty highlighter in the middle, so it is really, really lovely. And it's got tiny little a little bit of shimmer, so if you like a sort of semi-matte blush, then this is perfect. And I find that this colour just seems to suit this colour, for the third time, just seems to suit everyone, so it is lovely. And then taking on the more affordable side, we're going to go in with the Milani blush, and I'm just going to take that and pop that on my cheek. I don't know if there's actually much coming out on this. I think it could be the brush, because this brush never seems to pick up product, which is why I hardly ever really use it. Is it coming out? Yeah, it is. Just a bit. Oh god, no, I've put a bit too much. The colours are so similar. I think the Milani one is just a little tiny bit more peachy than the Charlotte Tilbury one, but equally they both look stunning on the skin. Next, I'm going to do eyebrows. I did wax and tint my brows yesterday, so unfortunately for today's video I will probably just run some brow gel or something through them. So for brows, I'm going to compare the Makeup Revolution Brow Pomade in Soft Brown and the Benefit Ka-Brow in shade 3. Now, honestly, I absolutely love both of these. However, this is almost £25 and this is £5. Yes, it's crazy. So I'm going to take my Benefit Ka-Brow pomade first. I find the only problem with the Benefit Ka-Brow one is it dries up so quickly. And even when I worked for Benefit, and I'm pretty sure I've said this before on my channel, everyone found that the Benefit one would just dry up so quickly. And I think it's because in the lid it's got a little brush, so you pull that out and then it's a tiny little brush, and I think because the air gets in there it dries it out quicker. So I'm just taking that through, not too much because obviously I did wax and tint my brows yesterday, which I will leave a description of my waxing my brows. If any of you want some tips on how to keep your brows nice and trimmed during lockdown. Yeah, that's what it looks like. And so for starters, you get so much more product in the Revolution one, just so you know. And then I'm gonna take my Morphe brow brush. I also find this product doesn't dry up as quickly as well. Okay, so that is my brows done. So this is the Revolution side and then this is the Benefit side. Would I then spend another £25 on a product that dries out super quickly? No, I don't think I would. Okay, so for eyeshadow, I'm going to be taking the newest of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina collection. So this is the volume 4 palette. I absolutely love this. It is stunning. Just the colours. Oh, you can see my ring light there in the mirror, but yeah, the colours are absolutely stunning. However, it is £68 for this palette. Very expensive. And then on this side, I'm going to take the Morphe 39S Artistry palette. And these are this is what it looks like in the middle of the colours. So they are quite similar. First of all, we'll start with eye primers. So on this side, I'm going to take the Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer. I'm just going to pop that on like so. I think I may have put a bit too much because it is literally dripping down my eye. I'm just going to bring this forward so you can see a bit better. So, just taking a flat brush just to blend that out. Oh my god, it's literally dripped. Oh, it's dripped into my lashes. Okay, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's not that big a deal. Okay. Well, I'll worry about the rest of it later. Okay, so I've just popped the eye primer on, and then I'm going to go in with, I think I'm going to go in with shade A4 in the palette, so it's this top one here. And I'm just going to take that into my crease. I'm going to go for sort of like a neutral glam. So that's the Anastasia Norvina one. And then on this side, I'm going to not make a twat of myself applying eye primer. So I'm going to go in with the Be Perfect Cosmetics eye primer. This one I think is £10. I think the Anastasia one is about £20. So I'm just going to take that on there. A lot easier to apply, this one. Not just because I'm an idiot, but because it's on a doe-foot sort of applicator. So it's a lot easier to apply. Okay, and it actually matches my skin. Okay, so then on this side, I'm going to take the shade Super Swanky from the Morphe palette. I'm not going to keep lifting it up because otherwise it's going to take forever. And I'm just going to take that on a different fluffy brush and put that in my crease. Sorry, I've got Capital Extra on in the background. And honestly, I haven't heard this song in ages. Okay, now back to business. And then I'm just gonna go in with the Norvina palette, and I'm going to take the shade B2, which is sort of like a berry colour. Oh, this side. I'm just gonna pop that just under that first colour, like so. Like so. So at the moment it is looking a little bit crazy, not gonna lie, but it's fine. We got this. And then so for the Morphe palette, let me just pop this down so I can see what shade it is. I'm gonna go in with the shade Wine Not, like so. So far Both eyes literally look identical, but one palette costs £68 and the other costs about 30. Insane. I'm going to take the shade E4 from the Norvina palette, which is like a deep berry. And I'm just going to pop that just sort of in my outer V here. My lashes are currently looking disgusting on this eye thanks to the bloody eye primer that just comes out crazy. So I'm just taking that deeper berry shade and just blending that. And then from the Morphe palette, I'm going to take the shade That's Tempting shade, and I'm just going to take that. See how, oh, that's so pigmented. I'm just going to take that in my outer V. Like so. Okay, so from the Norvina palette, I'm going to take the shimmer shade A5, which is this one just here. And I'm going to take that on a flat shadow brush. I'm going to pop that on the main part of my lid. The only thing with their shimmer shades is they are very powdery, like very powdery. So you do find that you will get fallout. Absolutely stunning. It still looks scary, I know, but this is where we go in with that darker shade that we put in the outer V and just blend into it. And so then from the Morphe palette, I'm going to go in with the shade Catch the Light. Is the shadow complete. So overall, I absolutely love the Anastasia Norvina palette that I've put on this eye. However, it is extremely expensive for what it is. £68. It's a lot of money, and would I buy it again? Probably not. But I only bought it because it was a collection, so that's why. And then this Morphe palette is absolutely stunning, breathtaking, pigmented, everything. 100% buy it again. I think it was like £30, which you get a lot more shades in here as well. So really sorry, Anastasia, but come on, £68 for an eyeshadow palette that can look exactly the same as a Morphe palette. I'm sorry, that's my opinion. So next, eyeliner. These two bad boys right here. So on this side, we're going to have the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid liner. And then on this side, we're going to have the Makeup Revolution. I believe it's called the Renaissance Flick eyeliner or something like that. So let's get straight into it. Norvina eyeliner. This shit is £19 or something like that. So I am just gonna, apologies in advance if you can't see or if I'm quiet, but this is scary. So that's the Norvina one, and then on this side I'm going to take the Makeup Revolution one. Like so. I 100% prefer the Revolution one, not gonna lie. It's about £10, and honestly, it's so easy to use. I've just noticed I haven't really got an affordable mascara. So I'm just going to pop my mascara on and then I'll be back. So last but not least, I am going to do lips. So for this, I think I'm going to take the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lipstick because it is, I think, #1 selling lipstick. And then for the other side, I've got the Makeup Revolution lipstick, Renaissance lipstick in the shade Greatest. Already you can see the packaging is pretty much identical, except from obviously this one. This bit here is a lot bigger than the Revolution one, than the Charlotte Tilbury one, and then looking at the bottom they've got a bit which shows you the shade, and obviously Charlotte Tilbury doesn't. So let's get to it. I'm not gonna apply lip liner. So that is the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in Pillow Talk. And then this is the Makeup Revolution in the shade Greatest. Like so. Honestly, there is not much difference. So honestly, there is not much difference between the two. I love both. Pillow Talk, it's obviously an all-time favourite. However, the Makeup Revolution Greatest is just so much more affordable. It's stunning. Yeah, you know, use the Charlotte Tilbury one if you're going out for special occasions or something like that. But for an everyday, then I would definitely say just get the Makeup Revolution ones. So thank you everyone for watching today's video. I hope you really enjoyed it. I'm sorry if it's a long one, but I hope you enjoy it and I hope it was useful. So yeah, enjoy spending time at home with family if that's what you're doing, and yeah, just please stay safe and keep well. If anyone needs a chat or a friend to talk to, I'm here, and yeah, take care everyone. Yeah.